Yeah, so today we'll be talking about securing the future, navigating Web3 security. Um, this is really one topic that everybody should be um, focused on, because you don't want to put your money where the next day you come back and they will tell you that something has happened, right? So yeah, I'm David. I'm a security researcher at Audit. I'm a blockchain developer, a node operator. I actually run an Ethereum node also here in Nigeria. A blockchain educator, and a lot of Jesus Christ. Yeah. Wow, $79 billion plus. So this is really a very crazy money. This is a total fund stolen like since the incent of DeFi, right? 79 billion, like crazy. So just put your gaze on this figure, because one of the things we want to try and see is how we secure this Web3 ecosystem. We don't want to see this money being stolen, like, or this money keep increasing, or this figure keep increasing, because at 2022, this was just 76 billion, right? So it's still increasing, and I can tell you it will keep increasing if nothing is being done. Yeah, so this data is also gotten from Rex database. You could just see how the charts, what it shows, how it has been going up, like because of the attacks in the Web3 ecosystem. I believe some of you guys are really familiar with a lot of headlines about a lot of attacks, and this has really caused a lot of people not jumping into the Web3 ecosystem. A lot of people feel the Web3 is actually a scam because of these hacks. You don't want to put your money somewhere, right? And then, or for instance, imagine you go to the bank and you believe the bank is actually safeguarding your money, and then they tell you that, oh, there's one attack on your account, right? What will you, and you keep seeing this thing happen again and again and again. I believe every of us will be just having our money in what they call this asusu, right? This pots money, you just be saving. That's what they do in the whole time, right? So, but we need to find a way to secure or to make this in the Web3 ecosystem better. Yeah, so we have like how hackers stole $16 million in crypto token from Poly Network, right? Crazy, $60 million. This is really people's funds, people hard-earned money, right, being stolen. You have suffered $2 million exploit in flash loans, people's funds, right? People's money. Crypto worth over 320 million taken in one whole hack, another money, right? And so on and so forth, just a lot of them. One of the things we actually have been seeing in the space is when these hacks happens, a lot of projects or a lot of companies sometimes try to hide the hacks, try to cover their shame, so as a lot of people in this community won't know what is really happening, or they just put a story out there, right? So, but one way for us to be able to secure the ecosystem, the Web3 ecosystem, is by, at least when a hack happens, there's what we call postmortem in the Web3 security space. A postmortem should be written. What is a postmortem? It just tells how the hack happened, what really conspire about, like how the attacker did it, how he stole the money, and X, Y, and Z. What was the vulnerability, right? So this is also a learning curve. We also want to believe that the Web3 technology is an emerging technology, right? We're just getting to know a lot of things about it as we keep moving. So the way we will get this space better and secured is by companies, by projects. If an attack happens, they just get to have a postmortem or get to put like a blog out there telling us how this attack happened, right? So with that, we get to learn, and any next project or a founder that is about to build a project will be able to find or learn from other people's mistakes, and we get better as an ecosystem. So yeah, Very good question. Will you give your grandma wallet full of ETH? Anybody? So will you give your grandma a wallet full of ETH? I want to believe most often the answer will be no. Um, One of the reasons is because there is just a lot of gaps in between, right? But I guess you could give your grandma or create even a bank account for her, or probably most everybody grandma has like a bank account, right? But for let's say, yeah, for a wallet full of ETH, you won't want to do that because you'll be thinking of a lot of security issues around it, right? So, but you see, if we don't join hands to really see this technology secured, like everybody, if I will not be here, maybe if we're not really doing this together, right, we will not be here. So, and then I will also show how we get to do this together. Yeah, this is like what we get to lose every year, 7% of like the total valuation of DeFi in the Web3 space. Imagine. So imagine that you have your GT Bank. Okay, let me not call names. So you have a bank, right? And they tell you that put your money in this bank. Every year, just know that 7% of the money in the bank will be lost. I believe that bank will crumble maybe in the next 2 weeks, right? Because nobody will put their money there because literally they have told you that in the next, like 7% will actually be lost, right? Every year. So you know that 7% of your own money is going off, right? Where value exchange is the matter, there is no developer experience. There's no developer experience without security. Without developer experience, there is no products. Without products, there will be no users, right? So I'll say this again. Where value exchange is the matter, right? So you have a lot of funds. So we just saw, a lot of us know like what is happening in the DeFi space. Like the blockchain space has, okay, maybe the next slide I'll show that. You get to see how many trillion market cap we do in the blockchain space. So there is no developer experience without security. You can't have a good developer experience without a good security system in place. Without developer experience, there is no product. So if no developer experience, like for instance, today we talk about account abstraction. That's one of the good things also we have natively in Starknet, right? Without products, there will be no users. Okay, yeah. So imagine this is like crypto total market cap, $2.4 trillion, right? This is crazy. This is crazy. So my slide has something there. Right. Total DeFi hack, we have like $79 billion. Total valuation today for the crypto market, we have 93 billion. DeFi total hack, right? Currently 7.2, and this is what you get to lose every year. So yeah, how do we make Web3 more secure, right? Yeah, there are a lot of different ways to go about this, but like these are just a few points I could come up with, right? And these are really key, like how we could really make Web3 a more secure place. It's really a joint effort. It's not just for a particular set of people. In general, not just in Africa, one of the things that is missing here is actually education. Teaching developer how to write secure smart contracts, right? So the education is really a big gap, both as traders, like for instance, I just asked a question, will you give your grandma a wallet full of ETH? The answer is obviously no, just because education is really a problem, right? So this education is also one problem. We also have development tools. So this is also another way we could help this Web3 space more secure, building more developer tool, right? And this is really a big market, right? Right, like building more developer tool. We also have smart contract audits, code review, and that's what we do at Guild Audit. We also do smart contract auditing. Also in education, at Guild Audit, also we train smart contract security researchers, and also we do security reviews for products. Also incident prediction and incident response. So as a developer or as a founder, is there at do you when building your product or when building or having security consultation in your products, have you ever thought about a war room system where um, you assume an attack, right? Have you ever thought about how when you assume an attack and try to see how you mitigate that attack even before the attack happened? Because you don't prepare for war during war, right? You prepare for war before the war, right? So have you tried to prepare for war before an attack happens? Because the truth is, there are a lot of people out there just waiting to see how to hack your system, right? So have you tried to see or build a system where you try to prepare for the war, right? This is also like another market. There are tools out there also that helps you to predict a particular products or AI particular products if it's safe for you to invest X, Y, and Z. Yeah, so for education, like we have several companies here in Africa also who are doing super well, right? For good audits, we do security research. We also train smart contract auditors and X, Y, and Z. We have Web3 Bridge for developers. We also have IR, CFRAIN, and we have a lot of them to teach you how to build secure smart contracts. Also to also bridge that gap of education. So developer tool, we have a lot of tools also, development tool that helps to make the Web3 space secure. Yeah, incident prediction, like just also I could say, this is also a very good market for anybody that is able to build a product for this point to actually predict. So I believe that a lot of guys here are data analysis, data analytic, they are into that space. You could also use that system to be able to predict like some incidents, right? Okay, so in terms of also like education, so what is smart contract? So basically, what is smart contract auditing, right? It's really just you reviewing your code, right, or having an expert, right, reviewing your code in a really framework, in a really time box frame. Yeah, just in a very, very time box system, right? Reviewing that code, making sure that that code is safe, right? That when it's deployed on chain, it's really, really safe that an attacker won't be able to attack it, right? And at least also helping the developer finding bugs, vulnerability, and then the developer gets to fix it. So I also just want to take you for most of yours that are also like founders here, security researchers or smart contract auditing. Like this is also like a basic process of smart contract audit development, right? So basically what happens during smart contract auditing process is that first you get to send your documents or your code design model to the security researcher or the auditor, right? He gets to read it, have an understanding, and then the auditor starts work by having a good model of your system, and then he do what they call unit testing, right? Trying to write different scenarios, try to test out different scenarios on the project, manual analysis, going through the code, and then yeah, at this point also you get to give you an initial report where you could also check and see what the research security researcher or the smart contract auditor has found. You also have like the final audit, but before the final audit, the developer who developed the product will actually get to fix those bugs, and you also have like using tools to check these issues. That's using tools also to check the smart contract itself, and then finally you have the final report. So all of these things we're trying to do also is just really to make Web3 space secure, right? And in trying to do this, there have been different systems or companies or platforms that are out there. Before now, we usually have standard security companies and bug bounties platforms. But right now also we have like competitive audits platforms. So it's also like more auditor, but you have like a lot of price pool to also get to, when you find a bug, you get to win part of some money from the prize pool itself. So in the beginning was the auditing company and the bug bounty platform, right? So you just, before now, it was just only company, auditing company and bug bounty platform. There was no competitive audit platforms like, so I'll just show that in the next slide. So in trying to really help the Web3 ecosystem more to be more secured, right? A lot of systems have been built, a lot of platforms have come up. It's now really, really bigger. It's not just having it's not just having a security auditing company, right? It's now even up having competitive audit platform, solo audits, right? You can also just be a solo auditor trying to safeguard the Web3 ecosystem. So in today's ecosystem in the security space, you have bug bounties platforms like Immunify, where you get to find bugs on code base and you'll be rewarded for. Competitive audit platforms like Codefarina, Sherlock, where you also get to find bugs. You can also work as a team to be able to find bugs, and also you were paid for. So, but above the monetary aspect of this is also safeguarding and helping the Web3 ecosystem, because just like if you can't really put hands together to safeguard this system, right? In the next few years to come, it means there will not be a Web3 ecosystem for us to talk about. There will not be any technology for us to even boast about, right? So we also have like auditing companies, for instance, Trail of Beats, Sigma Prime, and its likes. So yeah, how can we make more Web3 more secure? These are like just also other ways. There's just two ways also I'm actually putting out here. So, but for me, these are like the main parts where we can make Web3 more secure, right? Becoming an auditor, right? Build product that help auditors. This is really, really crucial, because without auditors, I can tell you, a lot of developers are making that mistakes of writing code base with bugs. So it only takes a security researcher or an auditor to be able to find that bugs, and at the same time, what is happening there is that it's also securing the Web3 ecosystem. So yeah, and in the building these products that helps auditors, I can really tell you, it could come from different aspects. You have AI. You could build up a product that help an auditor to use AI to detect bugs, vulnerability on smart contracts, right? So there are just different ways to build products that really helps auditor. It can be an VS Code extension, right? Just name them. So why becoming a smart contract auditor? There are really, really a lot of reasons for you to decide or think of coming into this ecosystem, right? Make Web3 more secure. This is really, really one of the main reasons for you to do this, right? That you want to become a smart contract auditor, making Web3 more secure, become a better smart contract developer. So I've seen a lot of cases where a lot of people say, oh, if I'm a smart contract auditor, will I really be coding, or will I still be a developer? There is no smart contract auditor without being a developer. So first, you are actually a developer. So you get even more better as a smart contract auditor, because you're literally reading other people's code, you're learning from other people's experience, X, Y, and Z, right? Help Web3 becoming mainstream. Just like what we know today also is that most people didn't jump into Web3 because they still feel Web3 is a scam or is a multi-level marketing system, right? So, and then because of the hacks, they keep hearing, oh, there's a hack today, tomorrow there's another hack. So they just feel like it's a scam, or it's really not a good place to even invest. So making Web3 secure will make Web3 mainstream. Great, yeah. This is also what a lot of people do. Like, so if I want to ask here, how many of us came into the blockchain ecosystem because we want to make the system more secure, not for the money? Not for the money. How many of you are passionate about Web3 technology? Not for the money. Yeah. So so okay. Yeah, I get that feeling. Um, yeah, well, I get that feeling. So, but yeah, there's also actually a lot of money to be made as a smart contract auditor, right? Really, there's just a lot of money to be made. This is really one of like the one of mentor I follow on Twitter, Sam CCZ Son. This guy made like $1 million for finding a hack. Sorry, he made $1 million for finding an attack or for finding or solving a problem on a protocol. That is Pashov. Pashov also is making good money as a solo auditor. We have like platforms also where you make good money for just finding bugs and they pay you for that. And when I mean this money, just like I said, for Sam CZ, he made like $1 million. I know of also C. Michael who made up to like cumulatively $1 million. So you could just name them and on and on. And how this thing works is you find bugs, right? You get to find bugs, you report these bugs, and it's being evaluated and you'll be paid for. For some of us that are actually in this game because of the money. Okay. How do you become a smart contract auditor? Yeah, there are different ways to really kill a rat, but this is just another basic way to um, take this part, right? Learn Web3 development, study other people's findings, start competitive audits like joining Code Farina, joining different platforms for you to be able to audit, build a network, right? For instance, most of us are here also to build network. Just build that network of people who are in that space in trying to secure the ecosystem. Join audits. Actually, this is just your own. You can decide to join a auditing company. Also be a solo auditor, right? All of this is also trying to secure the Web3 ecosystem. So yeah, this is really for me, my own part of what I propose like a solution. So if your goal is to see decentralized become mainstream, if your dream is to see your grandma using a wallet to pay for groceries, if you try to see hundred of millions stolen because theft, negligence meets black hat creativity, help us making Web3 more secure and become a smart contract auditor. Yeah, so you can just get to follow me, follow Guild Audit on Twitter, and thank you.